What if I told you a new way of learning English? What if I told you this way was natural and had nothing to do with textbooks, vocabulary lists, or grammar books? And what if I told you that this way would bring you nearer than ever before to speaking English like a native speaker? Stay tuned for this second video on how to speak English like a native speaker and learn the first secret to learning English better. Oh, and if you watch to the end, I'm going to give you 2 extra bonuses. One way which will make your learning of English much more effective, and a great tip. Welcome to my new series on how to learn English like a native speaker. And if you missed the first video in this series, be sure to watch it and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red button and the bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos in this series. By watching every one of my videos, your English language learning will improve faster and better than you ever thought possible. I have created 5 pillars or 5 secrets of English language learning that I want to share with you. So you can be part of the Palm Tree Teaching English Academy, which I talked about in the first video. Now they all relate closely to each other, so I will also help you with real motivation so that you can absolutely adore English. Now today I'm going to reveal to you the first secret. Now, first of all, I want to ask you a question. When you were a baby, you started speaking your language using very simple words. And of course making lots of mistakes with grammar and vocabulary, mama, dada.
You say mama?
Very basic stuff. But for a lot of the time, you didn't actually speak at all. You just listened, absorbing all the language around you. You were always encouraged and praised every time you spoke, even if you made mistakes. And you really got to love this speaking thing that you did. And everyone said, "Oh, isn't he marvellous? Isn't she wonderful for speaking?" And you spoke more, and you felt good. And you know what? Babies and children are the best learners of English at all. They easily speak like a native speaker with fantastic grammar, vocabulary, fluency, and pronunciation. But let me ask you something. Did they study textbooks? No, of course not. Did they learn lists of vocabulary and grammar tenses? No, of course not. Did they sit in rows at school and put words into gaps? Of course not. They learn English naturally. So this is the first secret to learning English in a new and better way. Learn like a baby.
Say mama?
Well, you might ask me, how can I do that? This series will show you how. Oh, and by now, you should have done that full immersion tip that I gave you in video 1. If you remember, I suggested that you change your phone settings into English. And some of you commented on how really useful this was. In the same way as learning English like a baby, where they hear language all around them and they live that language, changing your phone settings is exactly the same thing. It creates a world of English around you. And now for the first thing that I promised you at the beginning of this video, which is a way that you'll make your learning of English much more effective. Now, wherever you're sitting or standing, I want you to pull yourself up, pull your shoulders back, chest out, head held high, and I want you to smile, and then I want you to hold it. And then I want you to punch the air. English is easy. English is exciting. I love English. Now, do you feel good? Great, because you now feel more motivated to learn your English, and we're going to do that in our lessons together. And now for the great tip. As you go about your daily life, have an everyday daily conversation with perhaps a friend or a relative, and select that and come home and reflect on that conversation. Sit down, reflect back to the conversation and think, what English words would I have needed to have that conversation in English? What phrases would I need? And remember, Back to the first secret, babies learn in context and in phrases. So I need you to think about the phrases that you would have needed, but in English. What new words that you don't know would you need to learn in order to have that conversation in English? Relive that conversation that you had, but in English. It will be much more natural than anything you could ever learn from a textbook. It will also be much more relevant to you and your personal life and your personal needs. Watch my next video to find out how to learn English like a baby and put this lesson into practice. So if you like what you've seen on this video, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red button and clicking the bell so that you don't miss any of my future lessons. And also, I'd love to have you following me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. So until next time, bye!